For years, I have wanted a brand new bow. For years, I've just wanted to get my hands on a brand new flagship bow. For years, I've wanted something that actually gave me confidence when shooting at 30, 40 yards. Something that gives me the ability to shoot farther, have more confidence. And for years, I've wanted a Mathews bow. And I finally bit the bullet and bought a Mathews bow. Hot out. You're probably wondering what it is. Amazing. It's just amazing. I still can't believe I purchased this bow. So I went into the pro shop. I told him that I was looking at a VXR. And he took me over to the bows. And he said, we don't have a whole lot of options because this bow is like going off the shelves. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, I said, I don't really mind what color it is. I love the black. He got me set up on this thing. I took all the old pieces off my old bow and put them on here. The only thing that I didn't have on my old bow that I put on here was this Trophy Ridge Pursuit sight. It's a single pin sight. I love this sight. This is a great sight, and I really wanted a single pin for this new bow. This bow is so dead in your hands, so dead. I mean, I took one shot and I was just like, wow. I took a second shot and I said, I'm sold. This bow is extremely flat shooting and it's so dead in your hands and it's so consistent and accurate that I still look at it and I'm like, holy cow. Wow. This bow is a VXR 28. The VXR 28 is a 28-inch axle-by-axle bow. They also make a 31.5-inch axle-by-axle. So I have the 28-inch. The reason I wanted the 28-inch is because I wanted something that was compact, like my old bow. My specs are 69 pounds draw weight. I have it at a 28-inch draw and 69 pounds. So those are my main specs. 28-inch ATA. Really not a whole lot there. I'd love to get it chronographed and see what the speed I'm actually shooting. All I know is it's faster than my mission because I can probably set my pin right now at like the 25-yard mark and shoot everywhere from like 15 yards to probably 30, 35 yards and really not have to adjust it at all. One thing I do want to mention is I bought new arrows. A PSA to people out there getting new bows. Be careful what your spine is. So I walked into Lancaster Archery and I asked the pro, the tech expert there, I said, I shoot 400 spine arrows, gold tip hunter 400 spine arrows. I said, is that gonna be fine shooting out of this new bow? And he said, it's gonna be cutting it really close. We looked at the chart and everything and it said that I would have to shoot a maximum of 50 pounds on here, minimum or whatnot. Like I can't go over 50, 55 pounds to shoot the 400 spine. So I bought new arrows. I'm now shooting 330 spine Hunter XTs. These are nice arrows. They are an 8.9 GPI, while my old ones are 8.2 GPI. So these are a little bit heavier arrow. They're about an inch longer than my old ones, but I got a lot more energy coming out of this bow and it's just, we're gonna whack a deer this year, or 2 or 3. I am so excited. All right, let's go look at that. Another cool thing is I got a free hat, so that was cool. I was really hoping I would get some sort of free thing out of that. That definitely made it a little better. Alrighty, so this was my first shot. This was my first, second, third one I kind of pulled high, but that last one was a real good shot. It's just super consistent. It's right where I aim, it goes. On the craze, you know, when you're shooting longer distances, you know, it's a youth bow. So, and I've shot it for a while, so maybe the tuning was getting a little out of place, but I was still shooting pretty consistent with it. But this, it is so far beyond the craze. I don't even know how to say it. You just have to get your hands on one and shoot it. So I mentioned that I'm going to try to shoot 30 yards with my 20-yard pin or something along those lines. So this, right now, the target is set at 28 yards. And we're going to leave it right where my pin is at the 20-yard mark. We're going to aim center mass. We'll see how low it shoots, if it shoots low at all. That looked like a good shot. They might even be in that bullseye, I don't know. So walking up to the target, I can just see this group. Like, this group is crazy, okay? Like, it's a little low, about an inch low from where I was aiming. I tend to hold low on my targets. It's just kind of a habit I have. I guess it's kind of a good thing. But that's just something that I've always kind of struggled with. But to put in perspective for you guys is when I never shoot over 20 yards. It's a bad thing, I know. With that mission, I extremely rarely shot over 20 yards. 25, maybe 30, very occasionally. This is 28 yards, and I'm shooting groups like that. This bow is just, I want to say it's forgiving. It is kind of forgiving. You know, with the right form and everything, it's just, it performs beyond expectation. One thing I've been working on lately is working on squeezing that trigger and actually tightening my back and properly using my handheld release to get that surprise shot and not punching the trigger. And this is the result. We're getting great results. I'm shooting phenomenally. It's the best I've shot in years. And I vowed to myself that I want to shoot every single day until deer season, even during deer season, because I want to be ready for that moment. Now, there's one thing I can tell you is no matter how much you practice in the stand, outside, after work, no matter how much you practice with that bow, it's always going to be different in the stand. It's always going to be different in the field, especially when that big monster 10-point walks by your stand and you're shaking in your boots. You got to be ready for that, and that's the one thing that you can't always control. So anyway, great results from this bow. We're going to keep shooting and get a little more practice in. So guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I have plans in the future of making a more in-depth video on my bow, including the specs and what I love about this bow. It will make a whole full video. So if you like that idea, give that idea some support in the comments, and I will be sure to make that happen for you guys. If you guys want more Live With Crew content, you can go and click up here or in the description. We have a vlog channel. You can also go and watch those videos as well. And as always, go ahead and subscribe, follow us along, and just see where we go here in the future. Hunting season is almost here. Super excited. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait to test this bow and try it out and actually get it in the field. So thank you guys for watching today's video. We will see you in the next one. Catch you later.